Hey guys, welcome to your class again this week. I hope you've all had a lovely week. I've had a wonderful week. I've been away with some girlfriends, but that does mean that I haven't been teaching all week. So the class that I'm going to do for you today is going to be very much an organic flow. I'm just going to work with how my body feels in the moment. Hopefully we'll create some nice transitions from one position to the next, to removing springs, adding springs, moving around the reformer. We're not going to be using any equipment today, so it's just our bodies on the beds. We're going to start with all our springs on and the foot bar is going to be up. So take yourself down, lying in between your shoulder blocks. And we're going to start with the arches of the feet, just softening around the foot bar. Your feet can be hip distance apart, arms down by your side. Take a moment to just connect into the carriage with the backs of the arms, the palms of your hands, the legs the tail I should say, drawing out into neutral. Our legs are just resting nice and easy in the hips. From here we're going to take a lovely long breath in as we straighten out through the legs, trying to keep the feet as soft as possible. And return as you exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, return. Breathing in, wide and full into the upper back, being aware of the position on your spine, being aware of any activity in the feet. We just want to keep the feet as relaxed as possible here with the arches hugging around the bar. Let's do 3 more. Resisting the return of the carriage. Lovely. And pop your heels to the bar, flex through the ankles, so you're active through the front of the ankles and draw that tail out long. Really find that connection with the heels to the bar, dig them in there, and then imagine you're going to stand up out of a squat. So you can push down with the heels, press out through the legs and return. This time I want you to exhale as you lengthen. Inhale, return. Exhale, press away. Inhale, return. Let's try and get a little bit of glute activity going here, rather than just all through the front of the thighs. Lovely. We're really warming up those big muscle groups in the lower body. And 3 more here. Lovely. And return. Now I'm going to go into bird feet, which is something I don't teach very often because it's quite uncomfortable. So I want you to imagine your bar is your perch. You're going to take the bar into that area just below the ball of the foot. There's a little crease there, just below the pad of the ball of your foot. Draw your legs tight together and then curl your toes over the top of the bar. At the same time, think of your heel wrapping underneath the bar so your feet are in flexion. Holding the position for the feet, we push out and in, really working those arches around the bar. Can be quite uncomfortable if you find a pressure point in your foot. So just shift a little if that's where you are. Maybe work more on the ball of the foot. Lovely. Keep those inner thighs glued together. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Step the feet to hip distance. We're now on the balls of the feet with the heels slightly elevated. Let's press back out, keep those heels up. Now release the heels under. Lift the heels back up, return the carriage home. We go out. Heels release under. Can take a moment of pause there to stretch through the back of the ankles and the calf. Then fire up those muscles again to lift the heels up. And keep the heels raised as you return the carriage all the way back in. We go out, heels under, heels up, really pushing the ball of the foot deep into the bar as you lift the heels high. 2 more. Under. And return. 1 last one. Out. Under. Up. And return. Beautiful. Let the carriage come all the way in. Now let's work through a flow where the carriage stays still. We're going to work on a little bit of core here. So grab hold of your shoulder blocks. Elbows a little bit wide here, just in your peripheral vision with the elbows. Relax the shoulders and raise your legs off the bar. My legs are in tabletop. Let's take a hip roll. Over to the left. Eyes stay looking up to the ceiling. back to centre. Elongate through both sides of your waist as you take the hip roll to the right. Tracking the movement across the back of the pelvis as opposed to leading from the legs. Lovely, just switching on those waist muscles. Both your shoulder blades should be nice and heavy in the carriage. You'll feel one side will want to lift away. That's where you stop your movement for the hips. One more in either direction. To the left. To the right. Return to centre. Extend the legs over the bar. Reach them out and away. Pull your abdominals in. Bend the knees back in. And we go again. As your legs extend out and away, draw those abs deep to prevent your lower back from arching away from the carriage. Feel the weight of your back rib, your low back rib, staying settled down into the carriage behind you. 3 to go. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to keep the legs there. Now you can bring your arms to your side if you prefer. We're going to draw the legs in, lift the bottom up, roll slowly back down, lower the legs away. We go again. Tuck, lift. Let's really try and fire up into those lower abdominals. Good. If you want to use the arms a little bit more, place them down by your side. Press the backs of the arms deep into the carriage. 2 more here. Just indicating that we want those abdominals to work for us today. 1 last one. You've got it. Good work. Bending the legs. Take the hands behind the back of your legs. Nod your chin to your chest, curl up your head and shoulders. Now let's just rock. Tap the bar with the back of your legs, rock back and rock forwards. Just pressing the legs into the hands gently. Lovely. Releasing any tension in that low back, but keeping the core switched on as we maintain our C curve. Pubic bone is curling in towards us, tail is tucked under. 3 more for 3. And 2. Now on the third one, I want you to sit up. And we're going to change the spring. So, we're going to go down to 2 reds and a yellow. And then slowly return all the way back down. Lovely. Place your right heel to the bar. Fold your left knee in above your hip. Settle yourself back down into neutral. We're going to press out with that right leg. Draw the left knee towards you, and now you're going to bend the right knee and extend the left leg away. And we pull into the single knee fold. Dig the heel deep. Okay, just working through that one side. 3 more for 3, 2, and 1. Now keep the left leg extended and kick it towards you. Find a little bit of length for those hamstrings. 3 to go for 3, 2 on the last one, stay there. Lovely, now take your left leg out to the side, back to centre, across the midline, back to centre, and we go out to the side and across the midline. 1 more in either direction, wide and cross, centre, bend the knee, return the carriage in. This time we're going to go in circles in that position. So we lengthen through the right leg, lift the left leg up. Circle the leg around. Pause where you started, reverse the circle. Really dig your right heel into the bar and lock out the back of the right knee. Taking your circles in each direction. 1 last one. Circle and lift. Bend the right knee, return the carriage in. Switch your legs around. Here we go, extend the right leg above the bar. We press out through the left leg, pull the right knee towards you into the knee fold. Extend it above the bar as you return. Lovely, find that range in your hips. Here we go, 3 more and then we keep the right leg extended and we're going to kick in towards us. So we go, kick, finding a little bit more of a dynamic move and a stretch in the hamstring. 2 more. On the last one, we stay out here. Good work. Now take the right leg out to the side. Stabilize your spine. Draw the leg across the midline. And feel the stretch running through the glute as the leg goes across the midline. As it goes out to the side, we're working into the inner thigh. And then to the glute. One more in either direction. Dig that left heel deep into the bar. Lovely. Return the carriage in. Lower the leg away. We're going to do the circles on the next one, getting that mobility into the hip. Press, lift. Off we go. In a nice big sweeping circle round. Pause at your start position, reverse. Anchoring down through the back of your arms and the palms of your hands. Circle, lift, circle, lift. One more in either direction. Well done. Return the carriage in. Take both heels to the bar. Draw your spine out into its neutral position, lengthening through both sides of the waist. Move the carriage out just a couple of inches. Breathing in, wide and full. Breathe out, tuck the tail, roll, and rise up into your strong bridge position. Once you're there, raise the arms up so you feel the tops of the shoulders pressing into those shoulder blocks. Nice and steady here, roll the bones back down. All the way to neutral. Once you're in neutral, you return the arms. Press them, connect them into the carriage, tuck and roll up into your strong bridge. Lovely and open across the chest, float the arms, and then roll the bones back down. Return the arms to your side. Two more here. We're exhaling, rolling through to that bridge position. Squeeze your bottom, find the backs of your legs. Breathe in, lift the arms. Breathe out, return the bones. Breathe in, return the arms. One last one. Now we're going to hold ourselves in this bridge. Arms are up, hips are up. Now just release the tension in your glutes. Allow yourself to dip, drive back up to lift. Now the carriage is not moving here. It's just hovered from home. As we dig those heels down, we're getting that really deep engagement with the glutes and hamstrings. The abdominals are scooping in to support the low back as we move for 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms down to your side and return those bones back into the carriage. Return the carriage to close. Really good work. Step the balls of the feet to the bar. Raise your heels slightly in space and move that carriage out a little. We're going to roll ourselves back into that bridge with a lovely open ankle joint, open hips. Press the backs of the arms and palms down. We press away and return. And we press out and in. Keep those hips lifted, up and down. Tummy scooping. 3 more here. 3, 2, and 1. And return the spine. Hug your legs in. Flex your heels. Sometimes it gets a bit crampy in the calf muscles. I've just done a strength training class, so my legs are, they're angry. Okay, last one. Balls at the feet on the bar. I say last one in this particular flow. Balls at the feet are back to the bar, guys. Move the carriage out and roll back up into your bridge. Press the arms down. Now stand the right foot deeper into the bar. Extend the left leg forwards. We're going to straighten out through the right leg, kick the left leg in. One more on this side. Well done. Step the left foot down, push it deep into the bar. Extend the right leg away. Here we go. Press out with the left and kick up with the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. Step both feet down, lift those hips high. Breathe in, breathe out, return the spine, vertebra by vertebra. You're back to neutral. You can close the carriage. Good work. Hug your knees to your chest. And then take the legs and hang them over the bar. Lovely. We're going to scoop the head up in the hands. My shoulder blocks are sitting kind of in the triangle of my arms here, with my head in my hands. And I've just got my head slightly raised. So feel the weight of the head resting. Take an inhale here as you exhale, nod the chin to the chest, curl, tuck the tail. You can use the bar, just roll. Now, if your bottom's falling into the springs, then don't worry about sitting up at the top. Just stay in that tuck. Control it back down, vertebra by vertebra. Reset, and we go again. Head and shoulders lift. Now, tail tucks under. You can use the bar, grab it with your legs if you need to. Breathe in at the top. Breathe out to return. Now, if you're getting stuck here, have the arms here above your chest. And as you curl up, reach the arms forwards. And it's just going to help bring you up a little bit easier than having them behind your head. And return. 3 more. Scooping the belly in. Roll and lift. Last 2. And on the last one, we stay up there. Because we're going to change the springs again. All right, we want a red and a blue spring, gang. Just a red and a blue. Roll yourself back down. Step the feet to the bar. Reach for your straps. And hold your short loops in your hands. Bring your arms directly up above your chest. Shoulders are in the back. Fold your legs one at a time into a tabletop position. Feel the weight now through the arms and connect into the back of the shoulders. We're just going to press the arms down and return. As we press down, you reach your fingertips forwards for the end of the carriage. Feel the openness across the chest. You got it. 3 more. 3, knees squeezing together, drawing deep into your core. 1 last one. Keep the arms by your side. Stay lovely and open across the chest. You're going to press the backs of your arms, so basically your triceps, down into the carriage as you take a bend to the elbow and bring the back of the hands all the way to the shoulders. Press back down. And we go again. All the way back. Press those palms down. You can make a fist. If you're making a fist, every time the fists come down, drive your knuckles forwards. Maintaining a lovely open wrist. Last 3, legs stay where they are for now. 1 last one. And raise the arms back up above the chest. Find the bar with your feet. And just slide into the longer loops. It's going to take a little bit of tension out of the arms for this next flow, because we're going to be working kind of more unilaterally. So bring the arms back up above your chest. Shoulders in the back, our head stays down for now. Raise your legs, sit them just in that tabletop position, glued together. Good, now I want you to keep your left hand exactly where it is above your chest. Just open your right arm out to the side. Then press the left arm down to your side and hug the right arm into your hip. Now we reverse the move. Float the right arm up above your chest, open the left arm out to your side. And we press into the body. So we go down with one arm and hug in with the other. It's almost like a little bit of a cheerleader move. The arm that's raised above your chest now is going to press down. The arm that's wide out in that T shape is going to hug in, and each time we switch direction. You got it. One more either side, keeping really stable and steady through the spine. Lovely. Return both arms up above your chest and your feet to the bar. Move your shoulders a little bit away from the shoulder blocks. Bring your arms back up. Inhale, legs up. Open the arms wide out to your side. As you exhale, you're going to hug both arms into your hips, nodding your chin to your chest, reaching out long through the legs. Now reverse the move. Bend the knees in, circle the arms out, and then back up above your chest again. So, arms open into T-shape, nod your chin to your chest, curl up and hug to hips. Slowly return back, arms back up above your chest. And again, curl and hug to hips. Return, head back down. Legs long, 2 more. Holding the position in this last one. Curl, hug to hips. Now stay curled up. You're going to just bend the knees in, open the arms slightly further away from your side, hug back in. Legs back out long. Open, bend knees. Hug back in, legs back out long. Stay curled up if you can. 3 more here. 2 to go. 1 last one. Raise the arms up, return the head. Find the foot bar with your feet. Bend the elbows to either side of your shoulders and let the forearms just fall back to stretch your chest. Great work, guys. Lovely. All right, just pop those straps back where they live on your hooks. All right, and we're going to take those legs back over the top of the bar. Let your legs slide apart so you're wide, or you feel wide through the back of your pelvis. Pick up your head again in your hands, and we're going to do some little oblique curl-ups. Don't worry about sitting all the way up, we just curl up the head and shoulders, twist across to one side, come back to centre, and curl and twist to the other side. Centre. Legs just hanging easy over the bar, pelvis staying nice and stable and wide on the carriage behind you. Try and direct your armpit diagonally across the body to the opposite hip. One more either side. Wonderful. Then send both arms through the centre of your legs. Now, I've got my hands pressed together. I'm still wide across the chest, but the shoulders are rolled forwards. I'm now going to flex upper and lower back. Tap the bar, lower back down. Tap, lower. Good. Tuck the tail as you come up. Push your low back into the carriage. And then you'll be able to get across the ridge of your pelvis. You should be feeling a little bit of fire now in those core muscles. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, on the last one, grab the bar with your legs and your hands and sit yourselves all the way up. Lift your chest to the ceiling. Take your hands behind you and really open those chest muscles. All right, gang. We're going to move into some sideline work. So I want you to take off the red spring so you've got a single blue. Okay. Swing your legs off the bar and set yourself up on your forearm here, so your elbow is directly underneath your shoulder. And we're going to strap the top leg in. Bring that leg out in line with the hip. Lift up and out of your underneath waist. You can bring the top hand either to your head or just to the shoulder block in front of you. We're going to start with the bending forwards of the knee, trying to keep the leg as parallel as possible. The knee comes forwards, but the tail continues to lengthen out behind us. We're not going to over-rep this series because we've already done a lot of work for our glutes and our lower body. But because we're propped up here on the elbow, we're also working this underneath lateral line to try and stay stable. 3 more. 3, 2. On the last one, you keep the leg back there. Good. Now, leg stays straight, glide it forwards. Reach, reach, reach through the leg, pull back. And slowly coming forwards, drawing your leg all the way back, opening the hip. 2 more. 1 last one. Good. Lovely. Now into the cross-leg position. We bend the knee forwards, rotate the knee to the ceiling. Tap the front of the frame with the back of the heel. It's almost as though we're about to sit with our legs crossed, but we don't go that far. Then we return back to parallel, push the leg back out. 4 more. Bend, rotate into your hip, tap. Two more. Burn. The burn builds quickly with this one. 1 last one. Well done. And then slide yourself up onto the carriage. We're going to keep the strap on the foot, guide the leg around, and just sit yourself up in that glute stretch. You don't need to do many reps of that series to really fire up the glutes on that left side. So I was lying on my right side, and it was that left glute that was doing all the work. All right, I want you to sit with that strap around your foot, just grab hold of the rope, guide it, so your legs now go down one on top of the other, and turn. So you're turning into a kneeling position. I'm just going to put my hair up for this because it's going to drive me mad, falling all over my face. So you're going to come into a 4-point kneeling position with your hands just in front of your shoulder blocks. Creep your knees back, but slightly across to the side where your leg is roped in. Okay, so for me, I'm creeping slightly over to the left. Press your hands down, connect your shoulders. Press your opposite knee down into the carriage to stabilise, and then release the other leg down the side of the carriage. Let's get those hips level with the carriage here, so we're not twisting. Here we go. We're going to sweep the leg up, then back round and down. Tickle the floor with your toes, depending on whether your reformer has legs or if you're low to the ground. If you're low to the ground, this is a tricky one because the floor sort of gets in the way. But it might mean that you have to just take your leg that little bit wider. Two more. That's it, nice and strong. Keep the leg up on this one. Take a bend to the knee. Now, if the straps are grazing your arm, take yourself over a little bit further. Push. Bend, push. For 3, 2. On the last one, the leg stays up. Up, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Woo, good work. Now we can take the foot out of that strap. Take a moment, knees open, feet together, fold back into prayer. Breathe. Because we're going to do that little series, all with the right foot or with the opposite foot strapped in. So let's stay on the carriage in this position, but just climb the right rope or the opposite rope, thread the foot in, and set up now on this side. Knees go slightly across. Make sure your knees aren't too close to the shoulder blocks. You can see I've brought them back here. Shoulders are down. We're going to release the leg outside of the carriage. Send your tail out behind you. Stabilize into your core. On your exhale, we sweep the leg up and across. So we bring it from this position where it's adducted, or abducted I should say, outside the midline. We lift it, come into the load, and then we bring it into the midline. And then back. You got it. Last 2, and the last one, you keep the leg up. And the leg stays lifted. Bend the knee. Press back out, straight. Bend. Straighten. Two more. On this last one, the leg stays up. Tiny little up kicks. Keep directing your hip towards the carriage. Stay level with your pelvis. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Good work. All right, take yourself down onto your opposite side. I'm lying on my left side now. Keeping the right foot strapped in. Okay, lifting up out of the waist. Shoulders set square. You can bring the hand to the head. Press the leg out and away from the hip. Here we go, we're just going to fold the knee forwards and push the leg back, really connecting into the strap with the arch of the foot. Push the sole of the foot towards the foot bar, lengthen and open the front of the hip. this last one, and we sweep the leg forwards. Pull it back. One last one. And we're going to finish working through that cross-legged movement. Bend the knee parallel, rotate, tap the heel to the frame, and then rotate back to parallel, push the leg out and away. Tap. Three to go. One last one. You've got it, well done. I'm going to slide ourselves slowly up to seated. You can keep the strap around the foot if you want to, or you can take it off now, it's up to you. Wrap the leg around, sitting up as tall as you can, hugging the leg in towards you. Finding that stretch for the glutes. Good work, guys. Lift the crown to the ceiling. Breathe. Lovely. Now I'm just going to take my foot out of the strap. Bring the carriage home, reach down and add a red spring. And I'm going to finish my little organic flow here with my feet in straps because I've been such a good girl. Give myself a treat. Alright, pop those feet in. So my springs are a red and a blue for feet and straps. Work with what's right for your body. And legs are out long, arms by your side. I'm just going to begin by lifting feet to ceiling. Just staying there for a little stretch there through the back of the legs. Woo. As I'm holding this position, I'm sending the tail out. Then I'm going to press down, engage the core. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Trying to get as low as possible with the heels before I feel my spine burn. And again, hinge deep into those hips. Lift the feet. Pause. And then press down, all the way down. Opening the hips, switching on the deep core, couple more here, lovely slow movements to get into the stretch. Find the length and then find that deep core engagement and open the hips as you lower. One last one. Feels good, try not to overwork the feet here. And press down. Now this time as the legs come towards me, I'm immediately going to move into my back. So the legs come in, I'm going to tuck the tail, feel the lower back connect into the carriage. From here I begin to lift up and over. Wait for the carriage to click and bend the knees, drawing the thighs to the chest, and I'm rolling down in a ball because that feels so damn good. And then the legs push out and away. So as soon as the legs move, I tuck the tail and move my spine. So I'm nice and open across the hips as I'm rolling up and over. Then bend the knees. Now I go into that deep crease through the hips and roll down. Lovely, couple more here. Up and over. Tuck. When you tuck, you can even lift your bottom that little bit higher. You get that lovely lengthening sensation in the low back. Scooping the belly as you go over. Keep the belly scooped if you can. Tuck and lift your bottom up a little higher. Rolling through. One last one. Oh, wonderful. Legs long. Anchor the back of the pelvis down. Draw those legs up to vertical again. Again, pause for that lovely stretch in the hamstrings and find more stretches through the inner thighs as your legs open. Again, pause. Then circle around, rejoin the heels. Taking it really slow. My legs really need to stretch out. My hips are really tight at the moment. Open. Circle. I'm going to do one more in this direction. But you know, you guys do you, whatever your body needs at this point. Lovely. I'm going to reset with the legs up, toes pointing to the ceiling, and now I press down. And then slowly opening, working on those hip adductors. Draw the legs together, and again, down. And let the legs just rest in the sockets. Let the straps and the springs do the work. Circle round. Lovely. Now I'm going to finish with the straps up around my knees. And I'm just going to take the right ankle across the top of my left thigh. And I'm tucking the right ankle just kind of underneath the strap here. So I'm just lying in this glute stretch. A little rock from side to side. It's going to be harder for me to do on the other leg. My left hip is really locking out at the moment due to my leg length discrepancy, apparently. Slightly annoying. Okay, and now I'm going to switch it around. Now let's try and get my left ankle underneath that left strap. Oh, that's so uncomfortable. Alright. Anybody's got any tips for how to combat one leg being longer than the other than putting something in one shoe, which I've been told I'm not allowed to do, because otherwise when I wear bare feet or flip-flops or sandals, I'm going to feel like I'm off kilter. But yeah, if anybody's had the same problem that's started to cause problems in your back, can you let me know if you managed to, what you did to tackle it, because I'm in all sorts of bother with it at the moment. Alright guys, there you go. If you want to finish with some nice knee stirs, then you can. You're in that position to be able to just get nice and loosey-goosey in the hips. Hope you enjoyed that. As always, please let me know. Send me an email, a DM on Instagram, or pop a little message on the app itself in the community section. Yeah, enjoy the rest of the weekend. I might just stay here. Take care, lots of love. Bye bye.